I'll be safe.
Look at this guy, Drew. He got slapped up.
Take it easy with them. I gave it to Kyle already.
Kyle, did he give you $7?
You got slapped up.
Did he give you $7?
Yeah, all right. Come on, we got Clifton pull up in here. Clifton, we about to showcase this deck. They ain't even been showcased yet.
What am I about to do?
You about to showcase your deck?
Tearlaments Kashtira, F.
Bam. So explain the king, explain the ratios, all that stuff. No one has the deck. These are proxies, by the way, so don't tell them to play these real cards. All right, so we go in and explain everything. So go ahead and make the rundown.
So basically what we have, no, just kidding.
Should we do things in order?
Do you want to do things in order?
I don't know.
I don't know. We can do things in order. Because I think, so we explain everything outside of like normal tier cards is standard, right? So we'll move all the standard cards out, right? All these.
Are we sure that this card isn't a continuous?
Yes, field spell.
Somebody told me this card was a continuous spell.
I mean, Phil was technically our continuous. You mean like,
No,
like these
yeah,
continuous?
it would go in like your continuous.
All right, so we're just organizing everything, like, because everyone knows the standard stuff.
One of these?
Is it recording now?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
we've
I was
been
like,
recording.
he said we've been recording. Okay. Yeah, here's all the normal tier stuff.
So that's all normal tier stuff.
3, 3, 3, 3.
So explain why 3 of the Reinhardt in the upcoming list
So
release of Hypernoble.
not only is he like the best normal summon, you now play 3
Look
scream.
at Cliff, we're here. That's pretty good.
You now play 3 scream in order to like search the traps. So like this is like one of the best mills. It's also really good in the mirror, really good against the Kashtira deck because like decreasing their guys is huge. It's kind of just like having Prelino in the mirror, just making your guys so big. He's also a really, really good mill now, just to be able to like discard to bring him back. And sometimes you just need like a little bit more extenders, like whenever he's milled to bring it back and stuff, because I'm not main decking the Bystials right now, because I'm not sure how popular the pure Kashtira deck is going to be, and that deck is it seems pretty solid. It kind of reminds me of Flunder. Like if it opens good enough, then like you just auto lose, and the Bystials are just really bad against it. Same as the Ishizu cards. That's why I don't know if I want my main deck yet, but that's why I have like this in my main deck right now. Effect Veiler and Imperm, just because it's really good against the tier deck, and it's also really good against the Shangri-La deck, Kashtira, whatever.
You turn their effects off for the
Yeah,
turn.
from the testing that I've done so far, especially against the pure deck, if they just go like start their turn with like Special Fenrir, Special Unicorn, they try to activate their effect. It's kind of just like you activate one of these cards, hit their monster, they just pass their turn.
Yeah, they're like, what do I get to do?
So unless their hand's like really, really good with Burf or something.
Hey, quick discussion. What color is that?
What color is this?
What color is that?
Green.
This is great.
Look at this.
It's pewter.
It's like olive.
I think that is great.
olive too.
It's
Hey,
pewter.
hey, let us know in the comments of what color this
That's
matters.
weird. Y'all own this?
He said,
Hey,
It's fucking great.
Chris LeBlanc, comment. Tell
This is
Hey.
great.
Shout out Patrick Hoban.
This is
so real
pewter.
quick, through my camera, it looks great. Not even lying. Through the camera, it looks great. Patrick Hoban.
3 Fenrir. Says banished card, and it also searches the best card on the deck. This card is insane.
No unicorn.
No unicorn. I don't play Birth or any of the spells or traps yet. I don't know if the deck might evolve. Of course, this is just what I've been testing with so far.
Understandable.
Fenrir, amazing. Searches this.
So explain the new card. So
Okay,
people
yeah.
don't
So
know.
you can special summon this card by banishing any tier card from your. I think it's Hand or Grave. Yeah, Hand or Grave.
Came from hand too.
I gotta read the proxies. Yeah, and it's any Tearlaments card. So it can banish itself, or it can banish like the spells and traps if they're in the graveyard. That's why it's good to play more traps and more scream. Just helps you like mill stuff, get additional mills, and like if this card's in the graveyard, you search the trap, and then you can banish it to summon this girl. Whenever she's summoned, she mills an additional 3, and then whenever she's sent to the graveyard by a card effects, you can mill 2 more. So it's kind of like another like Merly to like bring back off kit if you want to mill some extra cards. It's also a 7, so it's a fantastic extender. It's just like Sharon, where it can like summon itself and then mill 3, kind of like Sharon, but you don't have to discard a card, unlike Sharon.
Yeah,
So if you don't have another card, if you just top deck Prelino, you can just Prelino, add this, summon, mill 3.
Oh my god.
So really good. It also helps make like Arise Heart and rank 7s Dracosacks. There's a pretty cool Dracosack line of this deck that I'll show here in a bit. And then one of this, don't know if this card is needed. It's the Kashtira field spell. Whenever it's activated, it searches the Kashtira monster. Just playing one of it right now. Card's kind of mid in this deck, but it's fine. I mean, you can play this, search one of these guys, and then slap the Prelino over it to get whatever else you need. But just another consistency card. 3 Scream. Searching the traps is amazing. 2 Solic cards just broken. 1 Meta Noise. A lot of the OCG decks have played this, so I'm just testing this for right now. It's really good against the pure Kashtira deck. Kind of the same thing as like Imperm and Veiler. Whenever they summon their first monster, like Unicorn or Fenrir, you just activate this, book their monsters, send a card, fuse, and then they don't have their face-up card anymore, so they can't continue to like play or anything.
Yeah.
So this card's really nice. It's also really nice to be able to set off of the next best card, Triple
explain
Tactics
this
Testing. Yeah, it's kind of like Talents whenever your opponent activates monster effects. you can set a normal spell or trap from your. I'm pretty sure it's a normal spell or trap, right?
Yep, normal spell trap.
Normal spell or trap from your deck to your side of the field. Whenever they activate a monster effects, and if there is now a monster on the field, you can activate the card that turn it's set, something like that.
Yep.
Or you can add it to your hand instead of
add it
activating
to your
it.
hand.
Yeah. So like if you get Bestialed or something, you can just play this, search talents, activate talents, rip a card from their hand, and then continue to play. Or if you can't continue to play after you got Bestialed, you can just activate this, search Instant Fusion to like go for Kit, search Terraforming if you need the Perlino, something like that. But what makes this card especially good with this card is because if you get like regularly hand trapped, not Bestialed. So if you like normal summon Rhino Heart, and you get like ashed or veilered, or once you dump the tier and it gets like crowed or something, basically it's where a monster doesn't end up on the field. You can still activate this, and you can set this directly from your deck. Since there's not a monster on the field, you can't add the card to your hand, so something like Talents or this won't help you just by setting it. But you can set this, and that way, or Imperm, that way you have like our actual reactive card on your opponent's turn. So that way, whenever they do something, they summon their Kashtira, they summon a tier monster, whatever, you can either Imperm it, or you can just meta noise their first card, dump another tier, and then fuse for a Kit and go from there. So it's a cute little card to get off of the
Super
task.
disgusting.
All this, that's why I same reason as one talent, so you can just search it off of this. I'm not sure if these ratios are correct, just kind of what I've been testing. Just trying to copy some OCG stuff and see how it goes from there.
Shout out to the man Rain over sitting in the back there. Look at that boy. Look at that raisin. Yeah.
Actually,
High quality proxies.
high quality proxies.
Hey, Proxy's good.
I have one of the Arise Heart guy. I don't know if you need this card in the deck. Same as the Shangri-La guy, but I don't really play a lot of the Kashtira monsters, so I don't know if you need them. But the only way you can make this is if you like somehow manage to like take an opponent's like Shangri-La, or like if they for some reason use it against you. But most of the time they're just gonna assume it's the mirror or some deck that can make this, so they're usually not gonna use it on your turn. But you can still hard make this if you can like Fenrir, search for the girl, and then you can like summon it, mill some cards, and then if you make a Kitkalos, and then Kitkalos can add this, and then you can use Kitkalos to send yourself to the graveyard to summon this from your hand or graveyard, and then Kitkalos will of course mill, and then you can just hard make this guy. This guy's really good in the mirror.
Disgusting.
Yeah, just something I'm testing out. Probably might not end up playing it, but who knows?
You think he's gonna be a secret?
I hope so. I think this will be a secret. Tasking will probably be a secret.
I think Task is that.
This should probably be like an ultra or a super if they stick with like the theme on how they did like Rhino Heart and Sharon.
think
But
it's
would
the
also be a nasty secret. This will probably be a secret like Perlino, but it could also be an ultra because the other prime planet, the Reichphobia, the Spirit
it's
Claw
an
field
ultra
spell,
as well.
it's an ultra. So they all seem to be like ultras and secrets, but I don't know. I just hope that all the cards are hollow, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be beautiful.
Yeah. Draco Sack. You can make it with like Fenrir's with the Kashtira stuff. You can like Fenrir add Special Summoner, and then these two make Draco Sack. You can detach, make the 2 tokens, and then if you have like a card to summon, like Merly or whatever, you can like just 2 stuff from here. You can make Sprint, and then Sprint up another card to fuse. Just kind of helps you like give extra like free link zones and stuff. The cool thing that the OCG was doing is they would do Draco Sack, detach, summon 2 tokens, and then they would link these for Cherubini. And
That's
then,
right, because they're threes.
yeah, because they're 3s. And then the Cherubini could dump Havness, because she's a 3, or dump King of the Swamp. And then Cherubini is a 2, so you can use Cherubini and the leftover Draco Sack to make Sprint, because Cherubini is a 2.
Hey, yo, this is disgusting.
And then
sounding.
Sprint can dump the Merly, and then Sprint, or the Merly can fuse with like the Havness and this to make Kit to start your play. Or if like this was King of the Swamp, you can go straight into Roll Kalos or the Graphic Fusion or something like that. That's kind of what this is. This is like my one flex card extra bot. This is either going to be the Sprint. It can be also the Earth Charmer, so you can take Fenrir in the mirror match, or what we were thought about testing last night. It could be Area, the Water Charmer, because she can take Rhino Heart, or this girl in the mirror, or against the Pure Kashtira
Oh my
deck.
God.
So
pretty
this is
good.
for like the one flex part. I guess next to this card, it's a lot harder to make rank 4s in this deck now that we don't play the Ishizus, or I don't have it in this version.
So you
yeah,
can play like both Charmers just because those cards probably would be everywhere.
if I have the room, I would like to, just because like really good utility, and this deck vomits out really good monsters, especially with this as an extra extender. But yeah, Roll Kalos, just one Collider Heart. Tested it last night against the Pure Kashtira deck. Even whenever this card got ripped off with the Mind Hacker, the deck just did not seem very powerful, so I was just able to beat it anyways. One Mad Dragon. This card is absolutely godly in the mirror match, just being able to like protect your guys from being targeted and stuff.
Target nothing.
Yeah, however, it is pretty hard to make, not main decking the Bestials. So like you have to like have, I think last night I was for start playing Dark a lot, like after I'd used it. This was like the Dark monster you used, or like Garura or something. But I think this card's a little too good not to play. It's also a 4. Garura, Dark, Elf, Zeus, Dweller, just because like so good in the mirror.
Slap
The
that bad
Stapelia.
boy Zeus on top of
And
it.
then 2 Kitkalos, I think, just because it's the best starter in the deck. I'm fine with playing this one at 2, just in case it gets ripped by Hacker. You still want to be
Yeah,
able to
sure.
play. But if the deck's not as popular with the pure Kashtira deck, hopefully we can go back down to playing 1 just to play more cool stuff.
Yeah,
I don't have a side built yet, but yeah, this is just kind of the stuff I've been messing around with.
I've got Cliffy Poop bringing in a little spice cat up in here. Look, Kai Bear on the side, snoring and sleeping on the job, but it's fine. We still love
playing
him.
meta
Look at
noise, bro. He different.
Meta noise go crazy.
Meta noise about to be crazy.
Dude,
with
they
this
go
one.
like special
I know,
finger
that's why
and
I
you
play
just
these
book it and
stupid
they go
meta noise.
whoop.
Pretty good. Thank you. Appreciate your time and service. We are out of here.